Hi, this is Black Mouse. Thank you for clicking. Last time, we experienced how far one light year is. Even with the fastest spacecraft, it takes thousands of years to travel one light year. Space travel still felt like a distant story with our technology. Speed of light? The speed of light is just a story from an animation. The speed of light was considered absurd, but researchers at NASA devised an engine that can fly at 99% of the speed of light. It is called a Helical Engine. In theory, it is possible to achieve the speed of light by simply attaching this engine to spacecraft. Yes, that speed is really possible.
Isn't it still a long way to go? Are you sure?
Yes, of course. The Helical Engine is conceptual and has several problems, but no one knows if it will be realized in the future. The Helical Engine was devised by David Burns in 2019, a researcher at NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center. What makes it special is, this engine does not need fuel. But, how can this engine move a spacecraft so fast without fuel? What kind of structure does it have?
Hey, how can a spaceship move without fuel?
According to the paper by David Burns, a helical engine creates infinite driving force because of its unique structure. Let me explain with an experiment in the paper. Here's a square box. Inside the box is a complete vacuum and there is no friction. Also, there is no friction on the floor. There is a stick in the box and the rubber ball is attached. Now, preparations are complete. Let's push the rubber ball to the right. If you push the ball to the right, the ball will hit the right wall of the box. At the same time, the box itself is also pushed to the right along the frictionless floor, and the rubber ball goes to the left after hitting the box. The ball is going to the left, and the box is going to the right. What if the ball hits the left side of the box? Again, the box will go to the left, and the ball will bounce back to the right. This process repeats forever. The forces on the left and right side of the box are the same. Even if the process were repeated millions of times, the box would not move to a particular direction.
That sounds natural. So, what do you want to say?
Now, what if we make a change here? What if we could make the mass of the ball increase when it hits the right side of the box and decrease when it hits the left side? The box will continue to move to the right. If this process is repeated forever, the box will continuously go to the right, and it will be faster and faster. The realization of infinite power in theory.
Changing the mass of the ball? What kind of magic show is this?
Yeah, it sounds a little weird. How can we change the mass of the ball in the box? David Burns proposed to use Einstein's theory of relativity. Let me briefly explain. There are two soccer balls of the same weight. However, even with the same soccer ball, it hurts more when Ronaldo shoots than Messi passes. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, the faster the object's speed, the greater the mass of the object. As an object approaches the speed of light, its mass approaches infinity. Now for the second experiment. It's a bit of an upgrade from the first experiment. As in the first experiment, there is a box and the box is placed on the frictionless floor. Next, inside the box is a spiral spring. This time, the ball will go back and forth along the spring. Now, let's push the ball. As the ball moves along the spring, the track of the spring widens and the ball speed increases. Conversely, when moving to the left, the ball speed decreases as the track becomes narrower. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, when the ball moves to the right, the ball speed and mass increases. When the ball moves to the left, it slows down and loses mass and energy. So, the box continues to move to the right as in the first experiment. Isn't it simple? If you repeat this process infinitely, you will get the speed close to light. The helical engine operates on the same principle. Did David Burns find a way to catch up with the speed of light? Is it a success of human science? Although it sounds fascinating, this engine has some problems. First, the design of Helical Engine is conceptual stage that has never been proven. If you make really this engine, unexpected errors may occur, and there will be many areas for improvement. Burns has worked on his design in private without any sponsorship from NASA, and he admits his idea is very conceptual for now. Second, we have to find a way to increase the rotational speed of ions. In order to have enough momentum to accelerate a spaceship, the rotational speed of ion must be close to the speed of light. Third, the engine should be made over 200 meters long, and it takes 165 megawatts of power to produce only 1 Newton of propulsion. We use 1 Newton power to type on the keyboard, a terrible level of efficiency. There are many scholars who believe that helical engine violates the laws of physics. For example, it may violate the law of conversion of momentum. Accelerating ions with an electric field causes the ions to spin. The spin of the ions can cause lower engine propulsion or even stop the engine. Will helical engine open up the new era of space travel, or is it no more than a science fiction? Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.